Welcome back to the Daily Stack. Today is September 14th, 2025. Quick disclaimer, this is entertainment, not financial advice. If your investment thesis starts with a guy in a parking lot whispering, "Bro, I got a patriotic stablecoin. It's backed by Slim Jims and Mountain Dew," you don't need my financial advice. You need a reality check. Maybe even a financial therapist. Stablecoins. You use them, you trade them, you probably curse at them when gas fees make a dollar transaction cost $27. They have been the lifeblood of crypto for years though. But until now, they've been running on vibes and offshore bank accounts. Well, Washington just showed up with a clipboard and the whole game is changing. The US finally passed laws that said, you want to issue stablecoins in our house? Then play by our rules. And the heavyweight of stablecoins? Tether is pivoting faster than a degen trying to close 100x long before liquidation. Add to that, crypto hoarding companies are suddenly underwater, and the altcoin market is flexing with ETH, SOL, and XRP pumping. The threads, they're all connected. Let's stack it.
Hey yo, we stacking stacks, we flip the flip, big bags, no cap, we making it drill, BTC to the moon, we taking flight, meme coins wild, it's a party tonight.
The law of the land, Genius Act. The Genius Act, short for Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins. Sounds like something cooked up in a branding meeting after 3 Red Bulls, but it's real. Signed in July 2025, the first federal law to fully regulate stablecoins. So here's the gist. If you want to issue a stablecoin in the United States, it has to be backed 1-for-1 by actual US dollars or safe assets like short-term treasuries. Not corporate bonds. Not real estate loans in Shanghai. Not trust me bro commercial paper. Real dollars, real treasuries. Not just that, issuers have to undergo audits, file disclosures, and submit to oversight. Transparency isn't optional anymore. If your coin is supposed to be worth $1, regulators, they have to see that dollar. This is Washington's way of saying, we're done with the magic tricks. So why now? History, remember Terra in 2022? UST, the so-called algorithmic stablecoin, collapsed and $40 billion in value evaporating overnight. That wasn't just a rug pull. It was a neutron bomb that rippled across DeFi and exchanges. Politicians got phone calls from voters who lost savings. They don't care about yield farming or liquidity pools. They just saw something that looked like $1, stopped being $1, and blew up retirement accounts. That's how you get bipartisan legislation. The Genius Act is Congress saying, never again, not in our jurisdiction. Tether's pivot, USAT. And now here's where things get spicy. Tether, the company behind USDT, the world's biggest stablecoin, has always been the wild child. Constantly accused of being shady about reserves, hit with lawsuits, surrounded by FUD. And yet, like a cockroach in a nuclear bunker, USDT has survived everything. But survival in a post-Genius world means something different. Offshore shadow banking isn't enough anymore. If Tether wants to keep its dominance, it has to show up to Washington's party in a suit and tie. So they announced USAT. It's called USAT, a brand new stablecoin engineered from the ground up to comply with the Genius Act. Anchorage Digital Bank will issue it. Cantor Fitzgerald, one of Wall Street's most serious firms, will hold the reserves. And they tapped Bo Hines, a former White House crypto policy guy, to run it. Launch date, into 2025. Think about that. Tether, the company that spent a decade dodging questions about what's in its vaults, is now building a coin that will literally be defined by what's in its vaults. That's irony, strategy, and survival. So why do it? Because if they don't, Circle's USDC and PayPal's PYUSD will eat their lunch. Circle has been flexing transparency forever, publishing attestations like gym selfies. PayPal already has regulators on speed dial. If Tether doesn't adapt, it risks being boxed in out of the US market entirely. USAT is the play. USDT remains the global offshore cowboy coin. USAT became the compliant, shiny US approved version. Tether gets to play both sides, offshore and wild, domestic and regulated. But can they pull it off? That's the billion-dollar question. Why it matters. For traders, liquidity is king. Whoever controls the stablecoin rails controls trading, DeFi, and eventually payments. If USAT gains traction, you'll see it paired everywhere. Coinbase, Kraken, Binance. If it stumbles, Circle and PayPal will tighten their grip. For regulators, this is a test run. Can the Genius Act actually be enforced? Will Tether deliver transparent audits and pass the smell test? Or will they cut corners and spark around another round of drama? The audits will be the moment of truth. And for the US government, the hidden prize? Treasuries. Every dollar in USAT or USDC has to sit in short-term government debt. That's billions in fresh demand for T-bills. Crypto, once the rebellion against fiat, is now underwriting Washington's debt machine. Satoshi didn't put that in the white paper. And the second story, crypto treasury companies bleeding out. Let's shift gears. Remember the trend of companies turning themselves into Bitcoin treasuries? Buy a bunch of Bitcoin, slap it on a balance sheet, call yourself innovative, and watch your stock pump. Well, some of those companies are now bleeding out. Stock prices are collapsing. Some of them are trading at market values lower than the crypto that they hold. That's not just embarrassing, that's a signal. Investors are starting to ask, if your entire business model is just owning Bitcoin, why should I own your stock instead of just owning Bitcoin? It's brutal, but it ties back to today's theme. Hype is no longer enough. Compliance, transparency, sustainable operations, that's what the market is rewarding now. If you're a company betting your entire strategy on, we have tokens, you're in trouble. This is the warning shot. Just like stablecoins can't live on vibes anymore, public companies can't live on crypto hoarding anymore. The market wants real business, not balance sheet cosplay. Now let's look at the broader crypto market. Because while stablecoins and treasuries are stealing the headlines, price action is doing its own thing. Bitcoin is holding around 115,000, not exploding, but solid support. Ethereum just blasted past 4,700, putting it right back in the conversation. Solana pushing 240, teasing its all-time highs, and XRP is stubbornly holding around $3.10 to $3.15, proving once again that no matter what happens, XRP holders will never shut up about it. So why does this matter in today's context? Because stablecoins are the rails that the trades run on. The Genius Act, USAT, Circle, and PayPal, they're not just policy stories. They're the backbone of this liquidity. Every ETH breakout, every Solana run, every XRP move depends on the trust in the dollars backing it. If the stablecoins wobble, the whole market wobbles. If they strengthen, the market can run harder. So what next to watch? Here's why you should keep your eye on the coming weeks. 1. The USAT launch roadmap. Will Tether hit the end of year deadline, or will this drag? 2. First audits. If reports come back clean, USAT gains legitimacy. If not, it's another round of chaos. 3. Circle and PayPal's counter moves. Do they expand faster? Do they strike new partnerships? The race is on. 4. Crypto treasury stock meltdowns. If more companies fall below their crypto value, it could trigger sales or shakeouts. 5. Altcoin strength. Ethereum, Solana, and XRP are moving. If stablecoin liquidity backs them up, we could definitely see some real fireworks. So the takeaway. Stablecoins just grew up, the US wrote the rulebook, Tether said fine, we'll play by it. Public companies that bet on vibes are paying the price. Altcoins are running the rails for these new rules that they're enforcing. The next 12 months will decide who wins the stablecoin war, who survives the treasury stock purge, and whether this bull run has the legs to carry Bitcoin to new highs. Only ever click the official hardware link in the episode description. Skip Discord promos, Twitter DMs, or meme giveaway hypes. Your keys remain sacred. Stack smart, stack daily, and I'll see you DGens tomorrow.